When people hear the name King Charles III, they often picture royal ceremonies, crowns, and palaces. But behind the pageantry lies something far more astonishing. One of the largest and most complex fortunes in the world, Charles III didn't just inherit a throne. He inherited control over a network of royal assets that stretches across continents and centuries. While the king himself is not technically a trillionaire, the total value of the royal assets connected to the British crown has been estimated in the hundreds of billions, and potentially approaching $1 trillion when everything is considered together. This includes vast real estate portfolios, priceless art collections, royal estates, ancient jewels, and land holdings that have been accumulating since the medieval era. The British monarchy controls properties through organizations like the Crown Estate, the Duchy of Lancaster, and the Duchy of Cornwall. These estates generate enormous annual revenues from commercial buildings, farmland, offshore wind farms, and luxury properties across the United Kingdom. Then there are the palaces. Buckingham Palace alone contains 775 rooms, including dozens of staterooms, offices, and private apartments. Add Windsor Castle, Balmoral, Sandringham, and dozens of other royal residences, and the scale becomes almost impossible to imagine. But Charles's wealth isn't simply about owning historic buildings. It's about presiding over an economic empire built over more than 1,000 years of royal history. In this video, we'll explore what the trillionaire lifestyle connected to King Charles III actually looks like, from palaces and private estates to royal income streams, art collections, and the hidden financial machinery that keeps the monarchy running. Because the world of royal wealth is far more complex than most people realize. One of the most visible symbols of King Charles III's extraordinary wealth is the royal property portfolio. The British monarchy is associated with some of the most valuable real estate on earth. These are not just homes. They are historic landmarks, government buildings, and global tourist attractions. Take Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the British monarch in London. Built in the early 1700s and expanded over centuries, the palace has an estimated value of over $4 billion if it were ever placed on the market. But Buckingham Palace is only the beginning. Windsor Castle, located about 25 miles from London, is the oldest and largest occupied castle in the world. It has been home to British kings and queens for nearly 1,000 years. With its massive grounds, priceless interiors, and historical importance, experts estimate its value at several $billion as well. Then there's Balmoral Castle in Scotland. Unlike many royal properties, Balmoral is privately owned by the royal family and has been a beloved retreat for generations. Surrounded by over 50,000 acres of land, the estate represents a secluded luxury that comes with royal life. Another private residence is Sandringham Estate in Norfolk. This sprawling countryside property has been the site of royal holidays for over 150 years. But beyond these famous residences lies an even larger network of properties connected to the monarchy through the Crown Estate. The monarchy is linked to thousands of commercial buildings, shopping centers, farmland, and urban properties across the UK. Together, these holdings generate hundreds of millions of dollars every year, making the royal real estate empire one of the most powerful property portfolios in the world. While palaces capture the public's imagination, the real financial engine behind King Charles III's lifestyle lies in two powerful institutions, the Duchy of Lancaster and the Duchy of Cornwall. These historic estates function almost like royal investment funds. The Duchy of Lancaster provides income directly to the reigning monarch. It consists of agricultural land, commercial properties, forests, and historic buildings spread across England and Wales today. The duchy controls assets worth hundreds of millions of dollars and generates millions in annual revenue that goes toward the monarch's private expenses. But the Duchy of Cornwall may be even more famous for more than 50 years. Charles himself controlled the Duchy of Cornwall while he was Prince of Wales. The estate was originally created in 1337 by King Edward III to provide income for the heir to the throne. Over time, it evolved into a massive business empire. The Duchy of Cornwall includes farmland, residential housing, office buildings, forests, and even coastal areas. It covers over 130,000 acres of land across England before becoming king. Charles received tens of millions of dollars each year from the duchy's profits after Charles became monarch. Control of the Duchy of Cornwall passed to his son, Prince William. These duchies show how the monarchy has maintained wealth over centuries. Rather than relying purely on inheritance, the royal estates operate as carefully managed investment portfolios. In other words, The monarchy isn't just ceremonial, it's also a long-running economic institution. Another extraordinary part of King Charles III's world is the royal collection, one of the most valuable art collections on the planet, unlike personal wealth. These treasures belong to the monarchy as an institution and are held in trust of the nation, but their value is staggering. The royal collection includes more than 1 million objects, ranging from paintings and sculptures to furniture, manuscripts, and jewelry. Inside the collection are works by some of history's greatest artists, including Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Vermeer. Experts estimate the total value of the collection at over $10 billion. Though some believe the real figure could be much higher, the collection is spread across royal residences, such as Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and the Palace of Holyrood House in Scotland. But art isn't the only treasure. The monarchy also oversees the legendary crown jewels. These jewels include crowns, scepters, swords, and ceremonial objects used during coronations and state events. Many pieces date back hundreds of years and are embedded with thousands of diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and sapphires. The most famous crown jewel is the imperial state crown, which contains nearly 3,000 gemstones. Because of their historical significance, the crown jewels are considered priceless. They are kept under heavy security at the Tower of London and attract millions of visitors each year. Together, the art collection and crown jewels represent a level of cultural and historical wealth that few institutions in the world can match. Perhaps the most misunderstood part of the monarchy's wealth is the crown estate. This massive portfolio includes commercial real estate, farmland, seabed rights, and major urban developments across the United Kingdom. Today, the crown estate controls assets worth over $20 billion. Some of its holdings include prime real estate in central London, including parts of Regent Street and St. James's, which are among the most valuable shopping districts in the world. The estate also owns the seabed surrounding England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, giving it rights to offshore wind farms and marine. These offshore wind projects have become incredibly valuable in recent years as renewable energy expands. Each year, the Crown Estate generates hundreds of millions in profit. However, here's the key detail. King Charles III does not personally keep this money. Instead, the profits go directly to the British government. In return, the monarchy receives a payment known as a sovereign grant, which funds official royal duties and the maintenance of palaces. Even though the king doesn't pocket the full profits, the system still supports the royal institution, and its lifestyle. This arrangement has allowed the monarchy to maintain enormous wealth while also contributing revenue to the government. It's a financial structure that has evolved over centuries and remains one of the most unique economic systems in the world. Despite being connected to vast wealth, King Charles III has often tried to present himself as a more modern and environmentally conscious monarch. Throughout his life, Charles has been known for supporting sustainability, organic farming, and environmental conservation. His private estate at Highgrove House reflects this philosophy. The gardens are famous for their organic farming practices and ecological design, but make no mistake, royal life still includes extraordinary privilege. Charles travels in royal aircraft, lives in historic palaces, and attends state events attended by world leaders, celebrities, and diplomats. Royal banquets feature elaborate dining halls, centuries-old silverware, and menus prepared by top chef. Security teams, staff members, advisors, and royal aides all help maintain the operations of the monarchy. Yet Charles also faces a new challenge in the modern era. Royal wealth and privilege are constantly scrutinized by the public. Many people question the role of monarchy in today's world, while others see it as an important part of British history and identity. King Charles III now stands at the center of that debate. He represents a monarchy with over 1,000 years of tradition, immense cultural influence, and connections to some of the greatest wealth in history, whether admired or criticized. One thing is clear: the world of King Charles III is unlike almost any other lifestyle on earth.